Good morning to everyone. Today we are going to discuss the kinds of pleats. Now, what are pleats? Pleats are folds or series of folds in the fabric. Pleats are made to fit around the waist and hip and then left to fall in crisply pressed folds, giving fullness at the hemline. Now, why are pleats important? Because they provide a aesthetic function and it is practical. It allows the freedom of movement and airflow within a garment. Also, these are slimming because they flutter near your waist and grow fuller towards the hemline. First kind is the back split. It is formed when two equal folds of fabric are folded away from each other in opposite directions on the front of a length of fabric, as you can see in the picture, the example. Next one is the inverted back split. It is formed by two equal folds of fabric folded toward one another and they meet at the center of the pleat on the front of the fabric. Also, we have knife pleats. These are called accordion pleats, and these are a series of narrow, sharply pressed pleats all turned in one direction. These accordion pleats are also called sunburst pleat or fan pleat. It is a tight pleating where fabric is evenly folded throughout, and it is generally used in skirts to give fullness, and it forms a zigzag designed in the hemline. We have also kick pleats. These are short pleats leading upwards from the bottom hem of garments such as skirts or coats, and these are usually placed at the back. These kick pleats are also inverted pleats, and these are used at the base of a narrow skirt to give it a kick. That's why it is called a kick pleats. And this is used so that the wearer can easily move. Now let's go to the common types of pleats, which will be discussed by Miss Michelle Sakla.
So the first common type of pleats is rolled pleats. It uses a great deal of fabric and they create tubular pleats and a bulky seam. The fabric is rolled to form a tube throughout the length of the fabric, giving the item a lot of extra body and volume. Next, forward pleats. Forward pleats are used in dress pants and khakis as a way to create more dimension and shape at the front of the legs. Forward pleats are specifically ones that open towards the pants zipper, while pleats that open toward the pockets are called reverse pleats. Next, cartridge pleats. Cartridge pleats are most often used for skirts or sleeves to create a voluptuous fabric without making the seam bulky. Instead of folding the fabric is gathered by creating two loose rows of stitches and pulling the thread to gather the fabric. This creates a narrow pleats used for puffy sleeves and bell-shaped skirts. Next, honeycomb pleats. Honeycomb pleats are folds in the fabric that create a honeycomb-like pattern, and this technique is usually used for smacking. So smacking is an embroidery technique used to gather fabric so that it can stretch it, and which is an embroidery technique to create designs on pleated fabric. This is usually for decorative purposes on necklines and cuffs. Next, organ pleats. Organ pleats resemble a pipe organ, which is a musical instrument, and with the evenly rolling nature of these rounded pleats, which are most often used for skirts and dresses. Next, placer pleats. These are gathered like cartridge pleats and then wet and dried under weight or pressure to create flat, narrow pleats. Next, Kingusi pleats. These pleats are named for a town in Scotland because they are often used in Scottish kilts. Kingusi pleats starts with a back split and then knife pleats fan out on either side and usually on the back of the kilt. Next, crystal pleat. Crystal pleat is also also known as accordion pleats or knife pleats, and next is bias pleats. These are pleats made in fabric cut on the diagonal. They're usually stitched down only at the top and left unpressed so that the folds look soft and drapey, similar to what you would see on a Grecian-inspired dress. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you for listening.